Hi there. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about personal years. Do you want to know the energy guiding your year ahead and how to arrange your goals, your growth, even your rest days? Are you in a year of new beginnings, or is this a time for letting go? Your personal year number reveals the theme of your life right now and helps you make aligned decisions one cycle at a time. So in this video, we're going to cover what a personal year is and why it matters, how to calculate your personal year, how to do a step-by-step calendar, how to interpret the year's meanings to plan ahead, and stick around to the end where I share some bonus calendar tracking tips. But first, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that bell so you won't miss any future uploads. The personal year reveals your theme and focus for the year ahead. This is a 12-month energy guide for your personal growth experiences and decisions. It will help plan your days for the proper alignment. Imagine planting a garden. Some years are for planting, others are for pruning, some are for harvesting. Your personal year tells you what season you're in. And why does this all matter? It helps with setting goals, start versus finish. It improves timing, when to act, when to rest, when to release, and it aligns your mindset with your environment. It enhances just your self-awareness and helps you understand yourself. So for example, imagine it's a 1 year for you. And if you remember from your Know Your Numbers series, number 1 is the time for new beginnings. So that would be an exact alignment to start a new side hustle in a year 1. On the contrary, say you're in a year 7 and your partner wants to advance the relationship. 7 is more introspective, a little more reserved, not out for making big decisions. That might not be a good time to advance a relationship right now. And so when I talk about friction, this is exactly what I mean. You don't want to fight against your numbers in a way that will make it harder in your personal life. So if you try to start a business in a year that doesn't support that, you're going to try and fight the energies. So it will really fall into place if you're better aligned. So another example, year 5, this is the free spirit number where we can move around and go on adventures. This would be a time to maybe move houses. This would maybe a time to take a vacation. And of course, number 9, ending a relationship or ending a career path, starting a new one in 1. And here's some bonus insight too. A year 9 repeats over and over, with each loop beginning with new layers. So as you go through your cycles, you will start to see patterns. How do I calculate a personal year? Well, we're going to remember what we did in the life path video, so go ahead and watch that again. But in short, we are going to take our month and date of birth. So in this example, we're going to say July 14th. So July is month number 7. We're going to add 7 to the 14th, and we get 21. But instead of our birth year number, we're going to pretend we were born this year. So at the time of recording this, we're going to use 2025. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. So we're going to take the 21 plus the 9 equals 30. 3 plus 0 is 3. This is our personal 3-year number. So this would be a great time to do those speaking engagements, go out to parties and socialize, because 3 is the number of communication and fun and frivolity. Now, things to keep in mind. We're going to use the universal calendar year. So this is the year from January to December. So even if you were born in December, you will still have the whole calendar year for this to take effect. And there is a transition period, so maybe a few months before the year, you'll start to feel a little shift, start to feel a little change in a new direction as we ease into January. And of course, master numbers will be a part of this too. That is still coming in a later video, but just know that 11, 22, 33 days or months have that higher vibration of energy. So the meanings of each personal year, go back to your Know Your Numbers series and find the calendar section for those videos. And then you can learn more about your personal year. How do you set up a personal calendar? Well, first, let's get a planner, a calendar, or a journal. Write down your personal year number at the top, and then we can go into each month. So each month, you will take that personal year number and add that number month. So for example, personal year of 3, January will be a 4, February will be a 5, March will be a 6, and so on. So I start with the year, then I go to the months, and then to get your day number, the month number, and then add the day. So again, it was 4 for January. January 1st will be a 5. And then you can just fill it in from there. And then I go to the next month. So the next month is 3 plus 2 for February plus 1. So that would be a 6 day. And then I'd fill it in accordingly. And I go through the whole year just so I could see what my trends are, what my flows are. You want to maybe use color coding, use a highlighter, highlight in certain seasons, certain energies. You can do like green for introspective months or days, or red for high energy days. You can plan accordingly, and then you can do your appointments on certain days. You can travel on certain days. You can really narrow it down, and it works really, really well, because some days I'll have something planned and I will just be so scattered, and I'm like, why can't I focus? And I'll look and I'll be like, oh, it's a 5 day. Okay, I shouldn't be sitting here working then. I should be out doing something else. So it does make sense. Even when you're not paying attention, it makes sense. It's really bizarre, but it works. However you want to set up your calendar, that is up to you. This is your personal year. This is your personal calendar. However your brain works, whatever you want to set it up as, you can do that. But the point is living your years intentionally. So once you start this as a planner or a journal, you can go through your year and then revisit meetings or monthly meetings, set intentions or check in with yourself. You can see how well it correlates. And again, using different colors or different systems, whatever works for you, whatever that looks like for you. Now here's the pro tip, guys. Each year goes through 1 through 9. And then it cycles back 1 through 9, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And not only will you be able to recognize tasks or activities aligned with that particular year, but you will be able to spot patterns. You will be able to sense when events are coming. And if you're like me who wonders, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I always fall under the same traps? Why do I always date the same people? And so on and so on. So especially a challenge number in a year that correlates with that challenge, once you break that spell, everything is going to fall into place. Okay, you guys, sorry for the interruption. One last thing, as I'm putting this thing together, if you're still not sold about this whole calendar thing, yes, it can help make plans for the future. It can help align your vibes, your goals, your energy, but it's also a time machine. So if you can plan for the future, you can also track the past. I challenge you to go back, do your personal years for the past few years, see when your major life events have happened, and more often than not, they correlate to the year of the energy of that number. So if you move cities, if you go on a major vacation, that could be a 5-year. If you get a new job, that could be a 1 or an 8-year. If you start a family or a home renovation, that could be a 6-year. So all of these things correlate to the year of that energy. So go back in your time machine and see the major events in your life and see how well it matches up. Okay, that's all. Back to it. So it is so important to align your personal energy with your actions. You can track, you can plan, you can look at years ahead and time your flow better. You can time your actions better, and you can focus on what aligns with your mood or aligns with your cycle at that time. So start with your own calendar and put it in sync with your soul's journey. And I'm curious, what themes are you working on this year? Does it align with your current goals? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, like this video if you like this video, hit one of these links for more from Numerology Lab, and I'll see you there.